You ever watch a game where one team racks up 400 yards and still loses? Yeah, that's not bad luck. That's bad process. There's a stat that exposes it. It's called success rate. This is the number pro bettors and sharp analysts pay attention to, because it reveals who's actually good, not just who got lucky. By the end of this video, you'll understand it so clearly that you'll be able to explain it to anyone, and more importantly, use it to make smarter bets. So, what is success rate? Let's forget the spreadsheets for a minute. Imagine your daily commute to work. You've got 10 miles to drive. You hit the green light, you merge smoothly, and every move you make gets you closer to your goal. That's efficiency. Now, your buddy. He floors it at every stretch, hits 80 miles an hour, but slams on the brakes at every red light. Sometimes he gets there fast, sometimes he's late. His trip is chaos. Success rate measures which team drives like you, consistent progress, steady forward movement, and which one drives like your buddy, all gas and no rhythm. A simple definition. In plain English, success rate measures a team's efficiency on a play-by-play basis. It answers the simple question, is this offense staying on schedule to get a first down? Think of a 10-yard drive like a short project with 4 steps. A successful play is one that completes a step and makes the next step significantly easier. A 6-yard run on 1st and 10 is a success. A 1-yard run is a failure because now you're behind schedule. Success rate is simply the percentage of plays where a team stays on schedule or gets ahead of it. Why it's useful? Success rate is often more insightful than a common stat like yards per play. Why? Because yards per play can be misleading. Imagine a team runs 10 plays. 9 of them are incomplete passes or 1-yard runs, but 1 play is an 80-yard touchdown. Yards per play, 89 yards over 10 plays equals 8.9 yards per play. That looks incredible. Success rate. Only one of those 10 plays was successful, the TD. That's a 10% success rate, which is terrible. Success rate filters out the noise of 1 or 2 fluky, explosive plays and tells you which team is more consistently moving the ball and controlling the game. It measures sustainability, not just explosiveness. How to read the numbers? It's simple. Higher is better for offense, and lower is better for defense. Offensive success rate, the percentage of offensive plays that are successful. 50% plus. Elite 45% to 49%. Very good. 40% to 44%. Average below 40%. Poor. Defensive success rate. The percentage of plays the defense allows to be successful. Below 40%. Elite 40% to 44%. Average 45% to 49%. Poor 50% plus. Very poor. What is a successful play? A practical example. Let's analyze a matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Chiefs offense ranks second in offensive success rate, 51%. Raiders defense ranks 26th in defensive success rate, 47%. Analysis. This is a massive mismatch. The Chiefs offense is elite at staying on schedule, consistently gaining positive yards to make their next down manageable. The Raiders defense is one of the worst in the league at preventing this. This tells you the Chiefs are highly likely to sustain long drives, control the clock, and consistently move the ball into scoring position. They don't need a 50-yard bomb to succeed. Their system is built on efficiency, which this stat captures perfectly. Raiders offense ranks 22nd in offensive success rate, 39%. Chiefs defense ranks 14th in defensive success rate, 42%. Analysis. The Raiders offense is below average at staying on schedule. They are more of a boom or bust offense that relies on big plays. The Chiefs defense is slightly above average. In this matchup, the Chiefs defense is more likely to force the Raiders into difficult 3rd and long situations, leading to punts or turnovers. How to calculate it? You can calculate success rate by watching a game and tracking every play. A play is considered a success if the offense gains 50% of the necessary yards on first down, gains 70% of the necessary yards on second down, gains 100% of the necessary yards on third or fourth down. The formula is success rate equals total successful plays. The betting takeaway. Success rate is a powerful tool for identifying the true quality and consistency of a team. Find mismatches. The biggest edge comes from finding a top-tier offense high success rate, playing a bottom-tier defense high success rate allowed, or vice versa. This points to one team having a sustainable advantage. Trust consistent teams. Teams with a high success rate are more reliable. They're less likely to have a complete offensive meltdown, making them safer bets to cover the spread, especially as favorites. Informed totals over/under. When two teams with high offensive success rates play each other, it often leads to sustained drives and more scoring, favoring the over. When two teams with elite defenses low success rate allowed play, points will be at a premium, favoring the under. Ultimately, success rate helps you bet on process over results. It shows you which teams are built to win consistently, not just the ones who got lucky on a few big plays. In football terms, every drive is like that commute. Success rate asks one question: did this play make it easier to get a first down? It's that simple. On first down, if you gain at least half of what you need, 5 yards on 1st and 10, that's a success. You're on schedule. If you get 1 yard, failure. You're behind schedule. On 2nd down, the bar goes up. You need to get at least 70% of what's left. On 3rd or 4th down, it's all or nothing. You either get the first down or you don't. Every touchdown is automatically a success, obviously. Then you just take all your successful plays and divide by your total plays. That's your success rate. Now, when you look at the numbers, remember this. For offense, higher is better. For defense, lower is better. If an offense has a success rate above 50%, that's elite. They're consistently moving the chains. Around 45% is solid. Below 40%? That's a sputtering offense that can't stay on track. For defenses, flip it. Holding opponents below 40% is elite. If teams are consistently over 50% against you, your defense is a turnstile. And here's where it matters for bettors. You're not betting on highlight plays, you're betting on process. A team with a high success rate doesn't rely on one miracle drive to win. They can move the ball every series. That makes them reliable favorites and safer bets. On the flip side, a team that's winning games but has a bad success rate, that's a red flag. You're getting lucky, and that luck doesn't last. Success rate exposes those frauds, teams that look good on paper but crumble when the variance evens out. It's also gold for totals. Two efficient offenses, both with high success rates, means sustained drives, more points, and better chances to hit the over. Two elite defenses with low success rates allowed, it's a grinder, a defensive chess match where the under might be your friend. So the next time someone brags about their quarterback throwing for 400 yards, just smile and ask, yeah, but what was their success rate? Because that's the real story. Not the highlight plays, but the consistency underneath them. It's the stat that tells you who's really good, who's fool's gold, and who's built to win in the long run. Football's a game of green lights and red lights, and success rate tells you who's cruising and who's stuck at every intersection. That's the power of success rate, process over luck, consistency over chaos. Once you start looking at football through that lens, you'll never see a box score the same way again. Thanks for watching. More advanced stat breakdowns to come. Hope this helps you like it helps me.